Making it in the rap game can be great, but it also puts a target on your back. When everybody knows your face, the ops can catch you anywhere if you're not moving right. Today, we're breaking down the biggest rappers who got ran up on and attacked. Before he was tragically murdered in 2018, XXXTentacion was one of the hottest rappers in the game. He also had a crazy come up and was never afraid of the smoke. But one time, somebody caught him off guard in the middle of a show and X got knocked out in front of his fans. X was performing at a theater in San Diego back in 2017 when a dude ran up on stage and knocked him out. His security team jumped in immediately and started beating the dude up, and then the fight got out of control and spilled out to the street. A massive group of cops came in to try and break it up, and one person ended up getting stabbed and rushed to the hospital. After the show, X hopped on Twitter and said, "Security and venue set me up. I got sucker punched and knocked out. It is what it is. Next time, make sure you kill me so I can't talk shit." It's not clear why the dude even attacked him, but he definitely regretted it after X's crew put hands on him. Young Chop is a rapper and producer from Chicago who's known for producing some of Chief Keef's biggest hits like Love Sosa and Don't Like. But besides making beats, he also rocks the stage himself. And back in 2015, Chop got attacked by the security at his own show. According to Chop, one of the security guards was acting like a hater all night. So when Chop hit the stage, he called the dude out and said,
"But y'all security need to stop it."
That's when the guard lunged straight at Chop and started swinging. But the one-on-one fade didn't last long, because Chop's whole team was on stage with him and jumped in on the action too. After it went down, Chop hopped on IG and said,
"As you can see in the video, people, the security ran up on me. I didn't run up on the security, I just called him a because you wonder why I called him a he disrespected me as a man. And you know, I tend to take that offensive."
It turns out the security guard actually ripped Chop's dreads out, and Chop said,
"And as I sit here and look at this shit, man, this pulled my dread out, grabbed my hair, y'all. Y'all thought he beat my ass, but the really grabbed my hair."
Attacking someone you're supposed to be protecting is already a weak move, but the guard hit a new low when he started pulling hair instead of throwing punches. Plus, it's never a good idea to go after someone who's with over 30 of his homies. 6ix9ine became one of the most hated rappers in the game after he snitched on his own crew to get less time in jail. Back in September, he tried to go after a DJ in a Dubai nightclub, but then club security stepped up for the dude and attacked 6ix9ine. According to witnesses, it all started when 6ix9ine asked the DJ to play one of his songs, and the DJ refused. And after the fight, the DJ got on the mic and said, "We don't like snitches. No way am I playing a snitch's song." Rumors started flying that 6ix9ine's chain got snatched, but he hopped on social media and wrote, "Stop lying and spreading fake news. The DJ was talking shit on the mic and got handled. Stop fake news." This isn't the only issue 6ix9ine's had in the club this year. In August, his girlfriend, Rachel Watley, aka Jade, was booked on domestic violence battery charges for punching him in the face. According to sources, they got into a fight in the club and security escorted them outside, and that's when she allegedly punched him. 6ix9ine defended her and said, "I'm gonna get her out of jail. She attacked me in front of the police. I told them you have to evaluate her. She's obviously under the influence. I don't plan to press charges. I'm the one trying to bail her out." 6ix9ine might want to stay out of the club for a while because it's obvious most people don't want him there. But if he stops getting negative attention, he won't get any attention at all. Chance the Rapper is one of the most positive rappers in the game. He doesn't rap about shooting people and moving weight. Instead, he writes rhymes about his family and is always giving back to his community. But when a fan got past the security and ran on stage, Chance proved that he knows how to handle himself. In 2016, Chance was performing a set in Miami when someone rushed up from the side of the stage. It looked like the guy was just a fan who wanted some attention. But when he put his hands on Chance, Chance turned around and body slammed the dude before his security could even jump in. Luckily, nobody got seriously hurt, but Chance showed everyone that even though he's a nice dude, he's still ready for whatever. ASAP Rocky is currently facing charges for allegedly shooting one of his old homies. But back in 2016, some dudes in New Zealand caught him lacking and attacked him at his hotel. ASAP was at the Pullman Hotel in Auckland at around 3 in the morning with some girls. They went to get on an elevator, then 3 dudes walked up and wanted to ride too. ASAP told them there wasn't any room left, and that's when they started swinging. According to witnesses, the dudes knew who Rocky was, and one of them yelled, "F ASAP," while they were attacking him. Hotel security rushed in to break it up, and later, the cops showed up and arrested one of the attackers. After the news broke, rumors were flying that Rocky was seriously hurt. But Rocky let everyone know it wasn't that serious and tweeted, "Assaulted? Get shot every day, B. Ha." But this wasn't the only time Rocky had issues overseas. Back in 2019, he got locked up in Sweden after him and his crew attacked a dude and left him knocked out in the street. TMZ released a video showing Rocky throwing the dude on the ground. Then him and his team started punching and kicking him while he's down. When he went to court, ASAP tried getting out of it by saying he was scared. He told the court, "It got a little scary for us. I couldn't help but assume that these guys were under the influence of some type of drugs." The court wasn't buying it though. They found him guilty of assault and said he assaulted the victim by hitting and kicking him as he lay on the ground. The artist has also thrown the victim to the ground and stepped on his arm. Even though he was found guilty, Rocky got off easy with a suspended sentence and came back to the States. But now he might be dealing with a more serious case related to a shooting last year. So tap in for updates as more details come out. Lil TJ just bounced back from a shooting that almost left him dead, but he had some other problems going on before getting shot. Last year, while he was touring in the UK, some dudes jumped him after a show in Southampton. For some reason, he cut his set early after performing a couple of songs, and while he was chilling outside the venue afterwards, a bunch of dudes ran up on him and started swinging. Police and security had to step in and break it up, but luckily, no one was seriously hurt. After it was all over, there was rumors TJ got his chain snatched, but he squashed him by posting a video on social media showing off all his jewelry. Then a cop car drove by with its sirens on, and TJ said,
"A try to really take my chain. It would have been a lot of those right there."
There was also a time TJ supposedly got jumped in America too. He got pressed by like 10 or 15 dudes while he was walking down the street. TJ says they jumped him and snatched his chain, but he didn't seem like he was really tripping over it. A lot of rappers wouldn't admit to getting robbed like that, but TJ says he wasn't moving right and that's why it happened. Getting jumped ain't nearly as serious as getting shot, but TJ survived both. Hopefully, he'll start moving around with security now and avoid getting into more sketchy situations. Waka Flocka helped change the entire game in the early 2010s. His album Flockavelli inspired a whole new wave. And back in the day, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing someone bumping hard in the paint or no hands. He took a step back from the spotlight in the late 2010s, but he was still recording music sometimes. And in 2019, he almost died when 3 dudes started shooting at the studio he was in. According to witnesses, there was over a dozen people in the studio, and at some point, shots started going off all over the place. Luckily, Waka ain't get hit, but someone else got shot in the arm and had to be taken to the hospital. It's not clear what went down, and Waka never talks about the situation, but that wasn't the first time someone took shots at him. Back in 2010, Waka was washing his car when a dude walked up and tried to snatch his jewelry. When Waka fought back, the dude let off a shot and hit him in the shoulder. Luckily, he survived, but it was a close call. The bullet went into the shoulder, punctured his lungs, and broke some ribs too. After it happened, Waka told MTV News, "I felt it in my arm, but I looked down and felt it in my chest, my back, everything. It felt like stop, drop, and roll. I'm leaking, my arm's squirting. I was like, f it, I'ma give up. This shit hurts so bad, I'm gonna give up." Waka's tour bus also got shot up back in 2011, but he made it out of the situation and didn't get hit. Luckily, nobody tried to take him out since the studio shooting, so it sounds like he's been moving right. Freddie Gibbs and Benny the Butcher used to be tight and collab on a bunch of tracks together, but after they had a falling out, Freddie got ran up on before a show in Benny's hometown of Buffalo, New York. Gibbs was eating at a restaurant before a show, and the video shows him getting jumped by a bunch of dudes. It hasn't been confirmed, but it's rumored they were sent by Benny to run Freddie out of town. Freddie still performed his set later that night, but photos from the concert show his eyes and face swollen up from the brawl. Rumors was flying that he had his chain snatched during all the chaos, but later, a screenshot came out with Freddie proving he still had it. He wrote, 20 niggas deep, this all they did? Couldn't even take my shit. Tell them niggas come harder next time. Benny and Freddie are still beefing, but both of them been clowned online for acting like kids. They're both middle-aged men, so getting messy like this over some petty drama ain't a good look for either one of them. Hopefully they squash it and move on, because getting into fights at that age could easily lead to more serious damage.